say RP, gentlemen?
Patrick!
I
see.
have died.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
And you
So that's what you
all-
meant when there was a twist right at the beginning.
Yes.
Well, we're playing totally non-related people, so we don't really care.
I want to hear the good news.
I have died under the sway of a mysterious illness that has been popping up around about. No one's calling it a plague yet, but maybe it's because people are too scared to piss off the
What?
disease. I guess I
Yes,
don't know.
People call things plagues immediately.
You're gonna provoke it.
It's supposed to be mysterious. Anyway, you all are gathered not at my funeral, but at more like a private wake because I have some last requests.
You've got just a very romantic scene, even in death.
Yeah.
We're all
But
together by a lake.
yeah, you're
Patrick, do you have a secret will and testament now?
maybe.
Does it involve a Viking funeral?
Maybe
Certainly.
how well you do in this, my test run.
Okay. Enough
Will
distractions.
determine.
Get on with
I'm getting
your,
all of Patrick's wigs.
Oh gosh.
They're hats, David. Some of them have wings attached. Anyway, my private wake is being held by you three at a cabin up north. My cabin, actually. You've all been there at some point, except for Dan, I think.
Yeah.
Dan, I'll bring you after this.
Nice.
Maybe for the last time.
Oh.
Forget him, he's dying.
Oh, this is
and-
sweet. This is like you inherited a mansion, but you have to spend a night in the mansion.
Yeah, except for it's like a
Okay.
very small cabin
Okay,
that
sweet.
is owned by like several other people. But anyway, who are the three of you who are gathered at this tender wilderness moment?
Oh yeah, I am David, and I'm playing David because we're playing ourselves.
Yes, you are.
This is you should say this is a zombie thing.
I guess so, David. Way to spoil the
No.
Are we
surprise.
supposed to like tell them what they're listening
No,
to?
he's
Yes.
gonna
Isn't there
he's
gonna
gonna
be a picture?
bleep out the word zombie
and another bleep there.
and another bleep there, and people will be like, "What kind of is this?"
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, welcome to RP Gentlemen, first episode of the season 3 interludes, I guess we can call them. And it is a zombie campaign where 3 people who speak into microphones play themselves as the survivors, of a horrifying undead plague. I'm Patrick, and I'm your DM. Let's go around a circle and tell us who we are.
I'm David again. I'm playing myself, and I just realized that I'd probably use a microphone stand as sort of like a stay away, zombies.
I
That's a little-
oftentimes look at the stand and I'm like, I could hit someone with this. Anybody else have that thought about things they could hit people with?
Just random objects throughout your day that
Yeah.
might be used for murder.
Yeah.
That's a skill that you'll need in this campaign, Dan.
I feel like
Oh,
that's a
it's-
bad sign about your job.
Now that I'm outed, I'm Dan, and I'll be playing Dan.
Nice.
Get excited.
Very
Get
concise.
excited.
Whoa.
And I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Alex, so...
You are Alex. All of the Alex that there will be, unless there's another zombie that you guys meet named Alex. There isn't. Surprise.
Oh man.
I don't want to play anymore.
But on this very warm midsummer day, I
Okay.
was taking the bloom of Minnesotan summer, which is very nice to all you people who know us only for the cold. Except for the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are really fucking
It's
bad.
also really humid.
Yeah, it's damp. You're getting that crotch itch. But you're out here because you're fulfilling my last will and testament, which is to
Scratching
have-
your crotch one last time.
Yeah. Out on the pontoon in the small lake next to the cabin, and I've requested that my ashes, which has already been made, you don't have to do that part, the urn be emptied. It was used at the funeral, so that it'd be
Yeah.
something nice that probably whatever children I sired. No, never mind. This is in a week from now.
You're a
so,
big man. You require a big, coffin.
big
big
urn.
urn.
You need to get cremated.
Yeah.
A Costco-sized thing of Folgers.
No, this is not the far distant future. This is us right now. So, for the nicer funeral, the urn was used, but I want it poured into some type of fancy liquor bottle. It doesn't have a particular
Whiskey.
brand.
It would be whiskey.
It'd be whiskey, but like I wouldn't say it. I hope you guys would know.
Probably the blueberry whiskey.
the blackberry. That's brandy.
Blackberry brandy, whatever.
Yeah, Bird Dog Blackberry Brandy. Sponsored by.
Please sponsor us. We drink a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, so I used to dump my ashes into a liquor bottle, load that liquor bottle into some type of cannon-like projectile,
What?
and fire it off over the lake.
T-shirt cannon.
Yeah, Dan, do you have access to a t-shirt cannon?
I have as much access as anybody else in the world. That's for
Target
sure.
owns Target Field.
Yeah.
There they have T-shirt
We
cannons.
gotta go
Yeah,
to Target
but-
Field and beat up TC the mascot bear and steal
Alright.
his t-shirt cannon.
All right. Okay. Well, I did that.
You guys
Continue.
have, in a different episode, mugged a mascot for his cannon.
Oh, the mascot wars.
I was hoping for, just in retrospect, not that you guys would know, but I was hoping for a little bit more gunpowdery explosion. But
You can fill the t-shirt.
an echoing thump.
Thump. He left the world with a sound that
And
he
like-
entered the world in.
The ash not quite densely packed enough, so it really just makes the bottle fly out over the lake. It lands in the lake. It's like a horrifying message in a bottle on one residential
Why
area.
are we describing your burial in so much detail?
We aren't. Patrick is.
But
This
anyway,
is Patrick's last will and
Yeah,
testament.
let him have this moment. He won't have this moment when he's actually
yeah,
dead. Let him
that
do
is one of
this.
the worst things about dying is you don't get to plan your own funeral.
You're
What
that
do you
one-
leave to Jared, our listener from Omaha?
I leave all the love I ever had for Omaha, which is great and vast.
And Frodrick from Iowasburg.
Iowasburg, yes. They'll both receive
The love?
one of my spoons. One of my
One of your many spoons.
Who's the little spoon though? Who's the big spoon?
no, they don't get a spoon with me. That's different. Anyway, the reason we're
Anyway.
describing my funeral is because there have been strange things happening of late. The news is abuzz with they can't quite decide if they want to call it a super plague or an ultra death squad of germs.
Death panels.
Anyway, but people are dying. Not in any localized way. It just seems like all of a sudden the death rate everywhere has risen considerably, but about like 5%, but across the board. So
And it's like a disease.
it is like a disease, but they have no idea what's causing it.
So it's not like people are just like tripping and hitting their head, and it's like, what?
Way more people are being
Wear
clumsy
helmets, everyone, because humans are getting dumb.
and just clumsy.
I
in
think
general.
gravity's weird. After Interstellar, gravity got weird.
Gravity got pissed. It
People
didn't
start
like I
thinking-
was portrayed.
Matthew McConaughey really fucked us over, guys.
But you guys are discussing these strange events as you fire the t-shirt cannon of my last remains out into the green and murky depths.
Well, I don't know, guys. I think that podcasters are dying left and right.
Specifically podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcasting-related conspiracy.
Yeah, iTunes is taking us down one by one because we're generating too much revenue for Apple, and they were trying to stay a non-profit.
The radio revolution is at hand.
Yeah, it's probably KMSP,
I
the
think
local radio station.
Uh,
Also, that's my character voice.
yeah, that's your character voice.
Yeah.
It sounds. It is a lot like how you talk when you're not performing for these good people.
Yeah, when I'm not putting on my
Your
performer
airs.
voice. My,
Putting on airs and you're
Oh,
speaking
yes,
as a simple commoner.
indeed.
And so as you guys are discussing, there's a slight tug on the anchor line that you guys have done to do a stable base for the t-shirt cannon.
Oi, brothers, I caught something.
Yeah, what is it? Doodlebug, aka Dan, but we all call you Doodlebug.
Oi, iceberg, I think it's, I don't know. Let's take a look, shall we?
Iceberg being what you call David in this universe.
Yes. Iceberg is what I call David.
Yeah,
All the time.
I'm a big fan of lettuce.
I'm making the conscious decision not to continue doing that voice.
Yeah.
All right, moving
You're
on.
confusing the viewers.
Yeah, hey guys, come help me out with this. I don't really know what it is. Honestly, it could be
What kinda-
it could be any number of things. Could be treat for us.
Yeah, you're gonna wait. Why are
Could be
you
a
gonna pull something
beer.
out of the lake? It's
Could
probably just a
be,
fish or something.
Well, here it is.
You're gonna kill that poor fish.
As you
Catch and release, bro.
reach down into the gray depths of the water and
Why
the
are you
shadow.
reaching your arm all the way into the water? Why don't you just pull it by the rope?
I gotta greet the thing.
What was even the point of the rope?
I gotta greet the thing.
A clammy hand grips onto your wrist, and Dan,
No.
aka Doodlebug,
Nope.
is pulled into the depths. Or is he? Make me a roll, Dan.
Oh,
We've
shoot.
created a bunch of stats for ourselves.
Based on real life information.
Yeah, it was perhaps the most awkward character creation that
It's
we've
like
ever had.
you put this mirror up to yourself and look upon it, and you see yourself for who you really are.
your base numerical values.
broken down into 6
This
categories.
is very shameful.
Yeah, I
Your
am.
Fallout 2 character.
I am a feeble, unspecial person. That's a Fallout. That's so. It was his Dex.
Mhm.
Is his Strength?
That'd be strength. It's just a void.
Just a 15 then.
15. All right, you
Solid
managed
15.
to hold your ground against this
Hey.
clammy fist.
No, you're coming out of the water, not me going into the water.
Well, Dan, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the man in the water.
There's a man in the
Or
water?
woman.
I thought it was a fish.
Get that man out of the water.
And as you pull up, what is revealed is a only stump of a hand. It's just.
I don't know how this is pulling me in, guys. This is kind of funny, though.
Put
Let's
it
check
back in
out.
the water.
The musculature doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Does it look like it was a clean cut? Or does it look like it was, like,
raggedly
ripped?
torn. Yes,
Yes, torn.
it does look like whoever lost this hand lost it. Well, maybe gripping it with the other hand and really trying not to have it ripped off, but it definitely got ripped off.
Is this like some old sort of pirate lake or something? There were pirates in Minnesota,
This
were
is
there?
Patrick we're talking
There were
about.
Vikings.
Oh god, you think this is a Viking hand? They somehow got preserved in the frozen lake?
It's kind of like a crazy Celtic tattoo where it got ripped off. You can't quite make out the rest of it, but it's
It's
in.
wearing a Neil Armstrong bracelet. This has got to be recent.
Yeah.
This is turning into a Scooby-Doo mystery.
Yeah.
I don't think they found a decapitated or a dehanded.
There's lots of zombies in Scooby-Doo universe.
I guess that's true.
There's like 8 different variations of
They
that.
turned out to be real on Zombie Island.
That was the
so.
scariest one.
Hey, wait, guys, Alex, you should use your vast computer skills
Yeah.
to like look up on Twitter or Wikipedia, see if this used to be a Viking lake.
You
Yeah.
should scan the fingerprint with your iPhone and then, like, upload it to the fingerprint app and run it against the databases.
Okay,
Just-
I will use my
That's a
vast knowledge
technology.
to Wikipedia this.
All
Just,
right.
just tweet it out. Be like, "Is this your hand?" Hashtag
Your
lost
hand.
and found.
You know, Doodlebug, I gotta say, I don't think anybody would be able to tweet if they lost their hand recently.
Oh, they have friends.
You can tweet with one hand.
Well, but I mean, like, it seems like they'd
It's
probably
about
be in the hospital.
networking.
We could go to the local hospital and see if anybody had lost a hand.
That's a good thing we should do because it says here that hands don't fall off naturally. This must have been a murder.
Oh, God, we should
Or
report
a
it to...
dismemberment, at least.
You know, the first thing I learned, because I was a Boy Scout, the first thing I learned in Boy Scouts was that we should check our surroundings in case of emergency, in case we are putting ourselves in further danger by trying to act
Oh, that's a good
in
point.
an emergency.
Do you think
check,
the murderer
let's
is around
check
here?
our surroundings right now and see if there's, like, a murderer, etc.
I don't see
This
any.
is exactly how I see you behaving
that
in an
how you see us
emergency,
doing
Dan.
I got a 10 for perception.
I got a
I-
4.
You two are unable to detect any.
Oh, there's a lot of glare coming off the lake.
Guys, I got it. I got a 13.
13
I can see
solid. What you actually see is it's too distant to hear over the soft sighing summer winds, but there's a boat approaching from the far end of the lake. Just
It's not very
around
far.
it's not very far, but it's at the far end, and it's just
it on
coming
fire?
around. No, it's not coming. It's not on fire.
Is it Vikings?
But it's a zombie boat, rowed by zombie warriors.
Wait,
We'd be jumping the shark way too fast, and they're jumping over a shark. No,
wait, so this was all a joke?
no, it's a pontoon boat.
Okay.
Similar to mine, nicer than mine. You've seen mine.
Yes,
Uh,
as have all of the listeners.
Yes, it's not a very good pontoon boat, but it goes.
If you check out our website for this episode, listeners, you'll see a picture of Patrick's pontoon boat.
Bee jelly.
David, my pontoon boat has its privacy. All right,
All right.
Privacy.
privacy.
Hey, Atmo, which is what we're calling you, Alex.
Thanks for bringing me into the knowledge base.
Yeah, you are looking at the far end of the lake. What are you seeing there? I can't see. It's too bright. You got your sunglasses
I
on.
just can only see water because I can't. I'm oblivious of my surroundings.
Also, the hand, Dan, is wrapping like as tighter as if possible. But like mostly, you just think you're losing blood flow into that, but it hasn't let go at all. Like the ligaments are still contracting.
Sorry,
Why are you
it's
getting
weird playing
stupider by the minute?
It's weird playing myself, but I can't see a boat approaching me on a lake. Like what the heck?
Well, you're focused on the hand, man. It's not that you can't do it; it's that you don't do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the
That's what the
circulation to my
possibility
eyeballs. Yeah.
It's trying to do Three Stooges poke you in the eyes.
You're currently very fixated on the hand.
This is a little
With my
weird.
vast, my great ability to see, I see a boat 200 feet away. It is
Oh, jeez.
slowly approaching. It's coming right for us!
Wait, like it's coming straight for us?
Slowly!
Oh,
Yeah, it's like it's getting there. It's nice just to be going about 20 miles an hour, but like
God.
not very fast.
I don't want to talk to any of Patrick's neighbors from his cabin. Like, that would be awkward. Let's go inside or, like, hide or whatever.
Guys, this hand isn't letting go of my hand.
That's kind of weird. Is that how hands work?
Living, loving hand.
Is it doing like one of those like multicolored? Everyone is, we're all come from the same place.
Like holding hands
Get
around the
gripping
world.
wrists. Like maybe I want to be
No,
friends.
those hands are all attached to people.
We
This
show
hand
over
is-
You know,
Some.
Dan, I gotta say, you're probably gonna get some sort of weird disease from touching that hand so
Get
much.
off of me! Other people touch this hand too. I don't
No,
wanna
I'm
be the
saying
only
you
one-
should stop touching the hand, Dan.
I can't not touch the hand. Don't you get it? The hand is touching me.
Doodlebug, snap out of it! This hand is causing you to be so dumb.
What? That's
And
not even true. I'm just tired.
Try to pull the hand off of Doodlebug's
off of
arm.
Doodlebug. All right,
I'm
so
just emotionally
roll-
distraught from the
strength
loss
for
of our
that.
best friend Patrick.
I got a 9 to try to pull it off of you.
You got a 9. So you like start to unbend the fingers, but you're thrown off balance and you pull the hand the rest of the way
Ooh.
as you tumble against the rail because the other pontoon has increased in speed and swept around the front of you, and you can
This is
see
a no-wake zone.
there isn't any on that lake, Dan. I would
Oh,
expect
sorry.
you to know that if
I
you've
haven't
ever been
been
there.
I get it.
I'm gonna try and seduce the hand off of Dan.
It's already off. He pulled it off.
I was gonna show him my sexy wrists and see if it like preferred mine.
Have you
You're
ever heard your wrist?
well-toned.
I'm still gonna show it my wrists and see how it moves.
if it'll jump on.
Yeah,
It looks interested.
Your
Okay, well-
gamer wrists.
Oh yeah, they're strong. Like
Constant dice rolling
Yeah.
and mouse
true.
actioning.
Yeah, you use big mouse pads and big movements.
But as the way you see that there's a what looks to be 3 people on board. 2 of them look like they might be asleep, though they're awfully still for being asleep.
No, they're sleeping like
They're
normal
super
people
dead.
sleep.
No, they're definitely dead. And the one at the like captain's chair is staying up and like moving a little bit and has like driven the pontoon up and around, so it's now facing you and coming in at speed.
Is she like staring at us?
As you can see, it looks like a male figure.
Oh, is he like staring at us?
It's hard to tell what he's looking at. He's got a big captain's hat you have on a yacht.
guys, it's Patrick's friend. He's wearing a hat. He's gonna be.
Oh, they know he's coming for the yeah.
He's coming for the funeral. Hey! Well, actually, I don't yell out because I'm still kind of. I don't want to talk to him much. Hey, Doodlebug, why don't you talk to him?
This is real life. This is the most David Bartlett character.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Doodlebug, why don't you talk to him?
Sure thing, Iceberg. Hey, bro, Captain, what's going on, man?
Brains.
Oh!
And the
Wait, did he just say brain?
No, I
That's
think he
weird.
said I
People-
miss Patrick. I
He
think he's
misses Patrick's brain.
He
Oh, he was a
weeping.
smart guy.
Yeah.
the figure like leans forward with too much force on the accelerator and breaks it off, snaps off the little handle.
Oh, jeez.
And the boat charges into you and slams in at a good 40 miles an hour.
Top boat speed.
Oh, I'm jostled a little bit.
Yeah, you guys are heartily jostled.
I mean, it hits the dock that we're on. Is that?
No,
what
you
we're-
guys are out in the middle of the lake.
Oh shit, we're on our own boat. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
yeah.
We got drunk last night. I don't remember getting out to this lake. Dude, where's my cabin?
Where's my ground?
Oh my god. Guys, they're trying to ram us into the whatever. We gotta get our boat
No,
going.
let's grab him right back.
No, pull up the anchor, guys. We gotta get out of here.
I was trying to do that the first place. You guys were like, stop caring about the hand.
To war, gentlemen.
And
That's weird.
as the boat like rocks back and forth, the figure at the wheel starts to lurch over towards you, and you can now see that it is making eyes with you. Ooh, making eyes at you. I meant looking into your eyes. But
Hey, big boy.
hey, big brains. Because you can see that the flesh is desiccated. It looks like it's been dead for quite a long time, but it's still jauntily dressed in boating regalia.
It's the Dutchman. Cursed to travel this world in his pontoon for all eternity.
The Northwoods Dutchman.
And
It'd be the
haunt-
Swede, wouldn't it?
And
Probably.
haunt the
Probably.
7 Great Lakes.
And as the other two figures like get jostled floppily, they don't seem to be under their own power. But as soon as you are kind of within range, they start to move and very slowly start to follow the first figure as he opens up the little gate that's on the front of the fence
On the side of the pontoon boat.
and like prepares to make the leap over to your side.
Oh god.
And he's moving with like a gangly
Who's on
speed.
Who's on point? Who's driving the boat? Who's captain?
Well, I mean, David, you've probably driven the boat the most.
Yeah.
So you would have taken.
Naturally.
I'm pulling up the
assumed
anchor. I'm pulling it up, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna whip him at it.
Yeah, good work.
There's like a electric button that does that.
Not
so-
fast enough. Gotta go. Hands in the lake.
Okay, good choice, because that button never works.
Which
I really love the
no.
level of detail we're getting on this
Yeah,
boat.
Billy
It's
is
really
on
easy
point.
when you've been everywhere that you're describing.
Since you've been a small child.
Yeah, over and over again. So yes, you make me a strength roll to pull up the anchor, and Iceberg,
Yeah.
make me a drive check.
All right. Oh god.
I'll give you advantage if you can remember the sequence of shitty like quirks that thing has.
Well, obviously you turn the key first. and
no,
then-
wrong.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
All right. So then you have to put it a little bit on first. You have to push the throttle forward just
Also
slightly.
wrong.
a bit.
Roll with
What
disadvantage.
the fuck? What is it? Well, I mean, you have to turn the gas thing on, but it would have already been on because we were in the middle of the goddamn lake.
We're not arguing about this, David. Make the roll.
Oh, I rolled a 3 again.
Yes,
So,
and so you forget you have to put it in the very middle in neutral.
knew
Then
that.
you roll it to the key.
guys,
Alex
these
tells
freaking
you.
zombies are like scaring me.
I got
but
an 8.
You got an 8. So you managed to like
so badly.
kind
I'm
of,
not very strong.
and you've like kind of gotten it back in. It's not a very heavy anchor, but your hands are feeling chafed by the coarse rope.
Guys, this is a very complicated adventure already.
Yeah, but the guy jumps over, his boat clothes flapping in the wind, and like lands on the little pad and back, and the boat like rocks under him as he wobbles.
Doodlebug, can you sweet talk him?
Sure can, bro. Give me 3 seconds with this guy, and he'll be eating out of my extra hand.
1.
Hey, Captain, what's sailing? You sailing today, Captain? How are the winds? Fair?
Brrr, and he shoves past you, and actually
He's not good enough.
Too scrawny.
grabs the anchor out of your hand, Atmo, and chucks it over to his boat and starts to like pull it in.
Oh no.
Whoa, very smart zombie.
And the other
just trying to
zombies
score
are like
points with the
leaning
ladies,
over the rail and like not really moving to aid him at all, and just kind of waving their arms and moaning at you.
All right, I want to disconnect one of the front chairs because you know how they pop out and
Yeah.
Because
essentially.
it's a good boat.
Yeah, you disconnect the front chair, pop it out, and use it as sort of a battering ram to run at the dude and
You-
tip him overboard.
Your advantage, remember the pop chairs.
I know how chairs pop. Shit. 10 is my best roll.
Oh man. So you managed to get it out, but then you wobble around and you
Come
hit,
at me, pops!
you hit 20 Doodlebug and push him against the
jeez.
rail and then swing at the zombie, the smart zombie, and it breaks one of his arms.
Nice.
But he keeps hauling in with the other one. It doesn't seem to bother him at all.
You're so freaking strong.
And so Doodlebug made me a dexterity roll not to fall into the murky
Oh
depths.
no! 16.
16. So you recover quite adroitly, and you stand at the captain's chair now. And
Whoa, Iceberg, watch your heft, man.
I'm sorry, dude. I was busy popping chairs and trying to think of a cool line.
It's chill.
I think this guy's not like alive anymore. He looks kind of like you ever seen one of those movies where people like die but then they come back to life and they like eat brains and stuff.
all aboard! And like he's dragged the other boat now against you, and the other two zombies like fall over the rail onto your boat and are now reaching to bite your ankle, Iceberg, and your calf. The other one's a little.
I don't need those. I don't move a lot.
Yeah. They're Atmo. So make me some
Dex
rolls.
save.
Dex saves.
Natural or 1.
Natural 20.
Oh, so Iceberg, true to your name, you are not kind to shipboard people, and you.
We're going down.
I'm yelling timber. You swing the deck chair into one zombie, setting its head careening into the other one. But you got bit, Atmo, right as the jaws hadn't closed, but the swing of the one zombie into the other one closed its jaws around your calf, and now it's oozing your blood, and
Oh, plot
it's
twist.
looking real
I'm
gross. And then the first zombie's head explodes, but the one that's biting Atmo remains.
Oh god.
And now I'm gonna give Doodlebug a turn. The smart zombie, after yelling all aboard, because he has a sense of dramatic
I
timing
find
too.
him charming.
Turns around. We'll call him the captain from now on,
Captain!
so that you can remember your own character and relate more.
Reminisce. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna give you an action before
what kind of
it turns
What
around.
kind of engines this thing thumping?
What kind of engines are both things thumping?
The one that they came on has.
Is
one
there
of
like a
those
lighter
dual
trolling
outboards.
motor on the back?
Hmm?
Is there like a smaller like trolling?
No, there used to be, but then we tried to put it on a canoe, and turns out that didn't work.
Oh, I could have told you that.
Well, you should have at the time.
So I was fine. Is
I'm
this
gonna
one?
continue to blame you for never
No.
having been to a cabin.
Is this like a pontoon? Can I pull off the rail that I'm like? Does that come off of?
There's
the side?
a side door, like a front door.
Can I
They're
take-
bolted on pretty good though.
Dang.
There's a hanging ladder for when you go swimming though.
Hell yes.
I'm gonna make that ladder my tool of death.
Ooh, there's
On
also,
death.
just to inform you guys who might not have been there, there's also a mystery hatch in the back. It's not really, it's supposed to be a fold up like camp shower.
I'm open the
but
mystery hatch. Don't say anymore.
no one goes in there like at all, and we just don't really know what's kept in there.
That's
I
the
open the
truth.
mystery hatch.
It's full of wasps.
Oh no.
Almost certainly. It varies year to year, so I'm actually, David, you want
Roll a
give me-
D4 for wasps.
Yeah.
How many wasps?
You
are
said you
there?
didn't know it was in there.
Oh, I roll a 1 though.
to, you're the one?
On the D4.
There are a lot of wasps.
Oh no.
So
I thought 1 would be less wasps.
you think, but this is a game of D&D
this is a
technically.
Doomsday
Yeah, and
campaign.
damn too many wasps.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Dan, you're going to roll me some dexterity, some
All right,
Dan-sterity.
that's all I do.
Or sweet talk the wasps.
You have a height.
Buzz, buddies. 4.
We're gonna die on this lake.
And
You are mobbed by wasps.
No! This is the worst. I can say, unarguably, this is the worst day of my life.
This is the worst funeral I've ever been to.
my
Take-
leg!
Technically awake, but
This is a no-wake zone.
roll
Thank
me
you.
a d20 there, Atmo.
Oh man, this is just a game where we all die in a boat.
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
A 19.
19.
Am I healed?
No. But you do feel strange. You feel as if like a new sense has opened almost to feel the pain of the bite that you are currently
Oh, my
experiencing.
pain senses are tingling. I sense pain.
Wait, Atmo, if you're getting like turned into a zombie, maybe you should get stung by the hornets, so then their poison will counteract the zombie.
Yeah, let's just add more pain. See if that fixes it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the zombie on your leg actually.
He's still there.
Yeah, this John actually like opens his mouth and then like looks over towards David, aka Iceberg, and then starts to crawl towards him rather than you.
Hey, no thanks. No thanks. I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, David, you can have him.
What, Atmo? What are you doing? Why are you?
Bees! The mystery hatch was bees!
Oh God, Doodlebug, you should have an unfortunate name, because you're full of bugs now.
Technically, I don't think. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm gonna use this ladder that Doodlebug passed over.
You still have your trusty chair in hand.
That's true, I got my chair. Alright, I'm gonna try to push this other zombie into... The captain zombie, though, because he's still just showboating it up.
Boat show.
Oh, that's much better. 20 non-natural.
29 natural. So you knock the captain into the depths of the lake, and on your backswing, crush the other zombie's
Oh,
skull.
hell
and
yeah.
You're feeling pretty good, Iceberg. Cold as ice.
Man overboard!
Bird.
But we don't care, because he was trying to kill us.
Bees!
Oh God, the
There's so
bees!
many bees!
Guys,
All right, so it is now Dan's turn to try and avoid. What do you do to deal with the wasps?
Have they all left the mystery hatch?
they are still this the last couple.
Do I get
The
in
Johnny
the
come
mystery
lately
Go and
wasps.
hide! Go and hide in the mystery, and they'll never suspect it!
I don't even. I guess I would jump off the boat
That's probably a
to
good
get away
idea.
from the bees.
Are you the one being attacked by bees? Like,
I mean, he's been the one who opened up their hatch.
I showed them the light, and they showed me their
Their points.
Points.
They're
they
pointing
make a good
stingers.
point.
Yeah, they make,
Shouldn't fuck with
you
them.
make some good points. I'm gonna jump into the water though. Whoa!
All right, you're just able to the wasps.
I don't
kind
have to roll to successfully jump into the water.
No, you do it. And the.
I'm also wearing a life vest, just to be clear, because
That-
I'm safe on boats. You have never seen me on a boat, Patrick, but I would insist.
I have my life vest near me, though I'm a little too cool to wear it all the time.
It is a Type 4 PFD.
Yeah. Do you guys have sunblock on though? Like,
oh, I'm
That's also
burning. I'm
important.
already burned.
yeah.
That makes sense. So you jump into the water, and the wasps
That's the
are
best
they're
kind.
confused by this tactic, and you swim around the front of the boat and
Doggy
Sorry,
paddle,
and-
because that's my stroke.
different strokes for different blokes. You swim over to the front of the boat, and you're pulling yourself out when all of a sudden you feel a tug
Where?
on your penis.
Oh, my penis!
It is the front of your pants, though. It's like your belt. It like grabs your belt.
My belt or my
Oh,
swim
that's so
trunks?
PG.
Yeah, wouldn't we
am
be
I-
wearing
am I
swim
wearing
trunks?
pants?
I requested that you all wear suits. while
Formal
doing that.
attire.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could go launch my ashes in fucking swim trunks.
We're all dressed in tuxedos.
Launch my ashes into the lake and then go for a dip.
I'm still wearing a life vest, though.
I'm wearing a kilt. Thank you very much.
Dun dun dun. What will happen to our brave heroes this week? Probably zombified death. You're all gonna die. That's what this is. It's a murder simulator built by me, staffed by you, and ground Chuck comes out the other end.
Gross.
Gross.
But our name's not Chuck.
Ground David. You're grounded. Now, tell me what we're doing for this week's interlude.
Well, we got a couple of hashtag trash bags, a couple of questions that our viewers and or listeners threw away to ask us. Tim Wayland had a question. He complimented us first. He said that we come up with such zany characters.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, but he kept going. And then
good.
he further asked, what do we do? Like, what do we think of? What sort of things do we consider while we are coming up and fleshing out our characters? And so I said I like to try to think of what sort of decision maker my character is. Are they sort of bold and brash and take big risks? Are they more conservative? Are they always thinking of others? Maybe they have like a brother that they're always trying to protect, so whatever is best for their brother, that's what they do. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I usually just pick something along the, spectrum between dumb and naive, and then do a character built around that, because I find that I can make a character that just takes an action and drives, maybe not the story forward, but certainly something, drives action, but can easily be swayed, and so then doesn't railroad people into things too much. Because if you're naive, then you can learn from people like Hoodie, or you can be dumb and be tricked easily like Dap.
I would say the thing that's always helped me is I never settle for your first favorite thing, like your first favorite idea, because it's gonna be like, I want to play a badass paladin. Like, cool, that is like cookie cutter. Like you'll end up on that like super quick. So
And you'll run out of ideas.
yeah, and just so challenge yourself. Like take that whatever that first idea is and like workshop it a bit. Like push its limits. Like say like, hey, what if I added a twist? Like what if I add something? Like what would be a challenging thing for a paladin to overcome? Like, and then just like that is a really easy thing. So like it's a paladin, it can be like, okay, well how about this is a paladin who is at odds with his paladinship. Like boom, wrinkle.
Yeah, that's something that Sean actually mentioned on the Facebook comment. He said that he always likes to pick a conflicted character or something like a character that somehow is not at ease with themselves. And so that's sort of how he had Locron, who then eventually gave up his drug addiction to try to grow as a character, and that will lead you to more a growing character as opposed to a static character.
Yeah, and just picking the polar opposite is an easy way to do stuff like that. Like, you gonna do a paladin. What if he was a bugbear paladin, some race that is commonly assumed to be evil, but he's the one who found holy magic Jesus?
Or like a gnome paladin who's like trying to show how tough he is, but everyone's like, you're just a little gnome, you gooey face, ha ha ha, look at you.
He has goo face?
I don't know, maybe
Gross.
I don't know.
Some kind of necromancer cursed him with goo face?
Yeah.
Well, and then there you go, he's a undead paladin, like he was grown. And he hates the fact he was fighting against this necromancer and then raised as a thrall, but his constitution was so strong, his conviction was so strong, he couldn't be used as a thrall and is now trying to fight against that very necromancer.
But his turn undead always makes him run away from the fight.
Yeah. Oh!
And so he's very conflicted about it.
Yeah, all right.
That one's a freebie.
Yeah,
First one's always free.
There you go, Tem. Hopefully that helps you with making some characters in the future. Let us know how that goes. Let us know any crazy characters you think up. The second question we got, we pulled out of our trash bag this week, is from Stuart James, who has wanted to know, because he's about to run a game where he's going to have a couple new players who have never even role-played before. They've never even played in a role-playing game, and he wants to know how to sort of ease them into the waters, bring them in. The first thing I said was, listen to a podcast. Not us, because we don't self-promote. That's weird. But honestly, I got into it because Patrick was like, hey, I want to play D&D. And I was like, I don't know what that is really like. And he suggested I listen to the Penny Arcade podcast because Mike Kralik is playing in there, but he had never played an RPG before. And so you get to learn along with him and actually see, oh, this is how you do this, and all the fun you can have.
Yeah, plus Chris Perkins, the DM in those, is crazy talented, and so he makes everything very easy to understand, much unlike I didn't during the first game of D&D we ended up playing.
Yeah.
I would say, if like your players are coming to the table because they want to play D&D, it's not going to be that much of a challenge. Like just like buy a pizza, make them feel comfortable, have a good time.
Yeah.
They're totally willing to play D&D, so don't stress about the details. They'll pick it up, and I don't know. It's gonna be a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, and don't stress the details is really something I would encourage, because a railroad campaign can be fun, but especially for first games, it's important to encourage any little bit of role playing you can, and putting any kind of rails on that, especially that first game, is really going to make the players feel like they're hemmed in rather than they can explore both their characters and their environment. So figure out something where there's a couple things going around town, but like maybe not anything particularly big, and then just throw some climax in at the end in case they don't quite get as far along your quest as you might like.
This has been Patrick's Guide to Love.
And ooh, sexy.
But honestly, comfort is a huge thing. And don't worry about table talk. I find that table talk, especially in newer campaigns, can actually be really helpful, because your players can actually just start talking out of character about their characters, and that's sort of a good way to get in the mindset and then eventually play that character. Just sort of shit-talking, shooting the breeze about their character.
Mm-hmm. And it all works, and there's no wrong answers out there. It's all a feeling and an emotion. And if you'd like to hear the audiobook of my D&D and lovemaking, I will be recording it soon.
Oh, God. But, so Stuart, let us know how your game goes. Maybe turn your friends onto our podcast. Just kidding. We don't self-promote. It's still weird.
And also, don't turn on your friends. That's a mistake I also made in the first game we played.
God.
Tell me about it.
But, Stuart James, that brings me to our next point, because Rodam... actually, we brought Rodam in the room.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because, Rodam, Stuart James, I heard something about him. I think he's our newest patron.
Oh, Stuart James? You couldn't possibly mean the rakish Stuart James.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he who seduced the Baroness of the Rakes and brought peace to the war-torn lands of Leaf Pile Vale. Wow, that's some legend you got there,
Yeah.
Ken.
Yep, Patunk.
Patug!
What are you doing here?
I'm here. I'm leaving this mortal coil to go off with Stuart James. We're gonna go hang out in heaven.
The well-groomed lawns and compost piles of heaven.
It's gonna be hecatite.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised that you're leaving me, but I can say that I'm sad.
Yeah, don't be
A
sad
little.
for me. I'll be with Stuart James, bitch.
Oh.
And then he fades away into a ghosty, misty image.
All right, Stuart, thank you so much for donating. If you are interested in donating to our podcast, we'd appreciate it so much, and we would create a crazy thing that you did, and we would shout it out on the podcast. Just go to rpgentleman.com/donate to learn how to donate to us on Patreon. You can also get a window plushie if you donate $20.
Whoa, window.
Yeah, we make them by hand, handcrafted in the USA.
By us, technically U.S. citizens.
And also not even questioned U.S. citizens.
David, you don't know what I am or where I might have been born.
Uh-oh. But anyway, thank you for listening. Let's get back to the rest of the episode, right?
Yes, indeed. So you're wearing a life vest over your suit. And you can see underneath the water the wavering form of the captain. And he's starting to pull you down with the ship that didn't go down yet. Pulling the ship down with you.
No, not this.
What's going on? What's going on,
Not
Doodlebug?
like this. He's pulling me down, iceberg.
And
Even with your PF4 life vest?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
PFD, but yeah.
it's providing a lot of buoyancy, and you actually feel something else bobbing next to your hand.
It's the hand.
No, it's not the hand.
It's the other part of the body that formerly had the hand.
Closer.
Namely, most of the body.
Is it Patrick?
It's actually, it's my ashes floating in a bottle of Jameson, and you grab it, and what do you do?
I chug it for strength. To gain
Unexpected.
the power of Patrick. I don't think I could swing a bottle that fast underwater. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do with it?
You have a dramatic moment. I don't know.
I pull
Roll
it
me
close
a
and I'm
d20.
like, is there like whiskey mixed in with your ashes?
Yes.
If you
There
guys,
undoubtedly would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like dissolved.
you guys
in-
drank like part of it before the boat ride, which explains why you're all terrible.
It's like when you like charcoal filter, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
you
Hey,
people
But it's
do.
also like when you pour some out for your homies, you poured some ashes in for
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah.
You drink a
Patrick,
little bit of Patrick.
man, if you're up there somewhere watching us honor your life with this, just know that I'm truly grateful for the strength that your body will provide for me.
Will undoubtedly
Will
provide-
undoubtedly provide for me.
All right.
and that
Roll
you
me
will
a
allow
straight
happen.
d20.
Straight D20. 8.
8.
I get sick.
All right, no. Now roll me a another one, but divide it by 4. Or not like specifically, but tell me what. it
It's
would
also an 8.
Also an
so
8.
it's 2.
be. So 2.
Oh no.
All right. So actually, you feel the ashes start to mix in with your stomach contents, and it feels awful. It feels as you would expect.
Yeah, no,
But
no.
like even more so, like more than you expected this to hurt, it hurts. But then at the same time, you feel almost stronger for having done it, and you start to push yourself up out of the water, and
I knew you'd pull through for me, buddy.
and you're dragging the captain behind you, and the captain's arm starts to tear off, and actually rips, and the hand comes with it, and it's like a sweet belt
not
buckle.
This again.
But yeah, and as you guys haul yourself out of the lake, and there's no more zombies, you can see that Atmo, you have actually started like a weird kind of bony crystal is starting to like grow from your temples.
What the
as
fuck?
I'm getting
you
more attractive.
have gotten completely pallid, like gray, like almost as if the blood is rushed out of you. And Dan has the same kind of complexion, but you can see that Dan is like slightly more jacked than he was
Oh,
when
no.
he went in. Like he's filling out that suit.
I drank some alcohol, boys.
Looking good.
Hey,
Give me some of that Patrick.
No, man, it's for me.
Hey, Atmo, do you realize that you have like weird horns growing out of the side of your head?
That is
I
weird.
can't actually see that direction very well.
Can
That
you
is
feel
really
anything?
weird.
Oh, whoa. You know, also, I kind of feel like doing the Thriller dance.
Oh, weird.
You do the really
This
nice
like
little
is
bit.
not. This is in no way the appropriate time, Atmo.
There's, I don't know.
Atmo, you look into the lake to actually like see what this is all about. What are they talking about? Because there's no reflective mirrors on the boat.
Yeah, whoa, okay.
And
Just take a selfie, Atmo. We have.
I find
21st
it hard
century
to
technology.
believe
That's
there
true.
isn't somewhere for Patrick. to
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
taking
himself.
selfie. Me and Dan.
kidding.
Hashtag lake zombies.
But and you can see that. But as you look into the lake, no, this is the better way to reveal it. As you try to get just the right selfie angle, you realize that you're
tight.
doing it without your hands. The camera phone is just because this is 1996. The iPhone is just floating above you. And you can see the selfie image in the reverse camera angle.
My brain is like a selfie stick. Oh my god.
How are you gonna reveal that by looking in the lake?
The water was gonna go completely still so he could see his reflection.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I would like to tell you, Dan, that you did roll for zombie strength, and not just because I think that drinking my ashes would make you stronger.
Right.
I think it would though.
I don't encourage
I think-
that idea to be spread around my friend group.
If
Oh,
you
we're
have a
doing it.
particularly strong friend, please burn him to death and then drink his ashes.
Mix it with some Jamie.
So Jamie
Drink
for
it up.
strength. But yeah, you guys now you've noticed some changes, super quick changes.
Have I ever seen like? So I have a high intelligence.
Mhm.
Have I ever?
Okay, Dave.
Yo, that's right. I forgot we're playing characters. No.
Okay, Iceberg.
Yeah, no. Iceberg has a high intelligence because he's part of the scientific community. Has he ever read a paper or even like a funny webcomic
About zombies?
about this?
Specifically, no.
Okay.
You don't know. From all of the science that you know, there should be no way. First of all, Walking Dead. Second of all, any sort of infection spreading this quickly to like make changes. Nothing biological.
I'm gonna take off.
does
I'm
changes
gonna
like
take off
these.
my shirt, wrap my hand in it, and then I'm gonna poke Atmo's weird spikes coming out of his head.
First of all, everybody's very impressed.
Yeah.
After you take your shirt off, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
Not only do you have brains, Iceberg,
You have brawn.
you got the
I mean,
brawn.
I'm not gonna say I have a 6-pack or anything, but I got
I'll say it. You have a 6-pack. Nice.
but I don't know how to take a compliment, so I'm like, thanks, I guess. Whatever.
So you boop him in the nose or something?
No, I want to touch his horn, but I also don't want to touch it with my skin.
Also, David, who said you could touch me? This is a little.
We're like good friends, man. We've had sleepovers and stuff. Not in like a weird way, but
temple-touching
like,
friends.
okay, fine. Hey, Atmo, what? I'm gonna touch this thing coming out of your head.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Weird. What is it made out of?
It looks almost mineral. It's like a very but it could be like a weird bone.
Dude, I think you got kidney stones, but like in your head.
Oh, I always wondered if my kidneys were in my head.
Oh, weird.
But you, Atmo, you start to feel as like a very strange sensation, almost as if you were your own selfie camera. Like you are seeing both David / Iceberg looking at you, and all three of you standing on the boat as if from above.
This would make a really good indie film.
Oh, well, yeah, but you need a whole different camera rigging, and like that gets expensive.
Wait, hold on, Atmo. Is that phone not like caught on the breeze? Are you like doing that with your mind?
Why
Yeah,
do you have 3 intelligence?
It's very windy out here.
But bumble it in the air.
Yeah, that's a little weird, dude. What?
Why? Yeah, wait,
What?
Atmo, try to pick up. Can you like pick up other things with your mind? Are you doing this with your horn?
Okay, I'm gonna try and pick up David's shirt and put it back on him with my mind powers.
You like tug it out of his hand and
Whoa.
then like whip it into his face.
Oh, my face.
I meant to do that actually.
Yeah.
Whoa, Atmo, I think you have like superpowers now.
Well, this is the best zombie apocalypse ever.
Oh, that's right. There are zombies
Our
around.
friend is dead.
Oh, well, he was already. Did he die of zombies?
Oh man.
It might be a good thing that we actually had him cremated because that means he can't turn into a zombie.
I mean, that one zombie was pretty smart. Maybe Patrick could have lived on as our zombie friend.
Oh yeah, you've been pretty good
Some
at
Shaun of the Dead.
jokes. He would have made a lot of brain puns.
He
Yeah,
kind of
a
lives
lot
on
of
inside
brain
of my tummy, though.
Oh.
And since I prayed to him, that's why I got these powers.
I don't get it.
It's
Are
not
you just?
related to zombie
What are your
things.
powers? I can't really see anything different about you.
I don't know, but I feel different.
Yeah.
I feel like my tummy's all upset.
Oh no.
That's a shitty power.
Should we get you to like?
Yeah.
We should probably take you guys to like get examined or
yeah,
something.
all right. That's
Dan.
probably not a bad idea.
You feel like you could do like 20 more push-ups than you could usually do.
Wow.
Wow,
Guys,
21
I
push-ups.
feel like I could do 20 whole push-ups, both like for real. Like I could probably even like touch my chin to the ground or something. I don't know if that's how you do real push-ups. If I'm being honest.
All right, and you guys are all discussing this and your newfound abilities, such as they are, as you like drive the boat
He
in.
can like levitate things. I can do a couple of push-ups.
If you want to,
I can't do anything, don't
I'll
worry.
settle.
if
I'll
you want, there's a
settle. It's
chart.
fine.
There's a chart. This
I
is
wanna
all-
I wanna search these zombies.
You wanna get
like,
bit?
I wanna
Yeah,
search
it's
their,
great.
I wanna search their boat and like figure out where they came from and also take their gasoline. I can only
They have to have
assume-
some kind of zombie missive that like explains this.
Yeah,
whole
it probably
situation.
says like, "Dear future zombies, when you turn into zombies, here's my evil plan, so you can stop it." If
Yeah,
you...
because this is like happening far too fast for like biological like means. Like this is clearly voodoo magic.
I think it's fine. I think we should just
And,
accept
so
it.
you climb over there, Iceberg,
Yeah.
and you see that on top, like in the captain's chair, there's like a little clip that you might put sunglasses on, or I don't know, boat and stuff. But clipped into it is a postcard that you recognize because you saw it on the drive up.
and $100.
And no, there
Oh,
isn't.
dang it.
But there is some sunglasses clipped to the other side, and they look
Oh,
expensive.
these are nice. These are aviators. Do I look weird in aviators, guys?
No.
Okay, never
No, I
mind.
mean you don't look bad.
No,
in
you can
any
have
way.
him, man.
No,
I know.
no. It's just
like
like
with your
it's
new
just like
push-up powers.
it's just like you already have super intelligence, super brawn, and now you're like now you got the best sunglasses of the whole crew. Like that's just not
It's
fair.
so David.
I
It's so
guess, I don't
greedy.
know.
And
That's
this
fine.
postcard that you recognize
Oh, guys, I recognize this postcard.
is for a small town nearby. It says, "Welcome to Small Town," which is
Guys,
it's
Smolten.
Swedish for a smelting town.
Do you guys remember this town we drove through called Smolten?
How could I forget?
Yeah, I know.
And it's got like
had the
bloody
Dairy Queen in it.
fingerprints on it, and they've like written in blood.
These guys-
URGHHHH.
These guys were from Smolten.
Yeah, you can tell because of the Swedish writing that they scrawled on.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they got a postcard from the place.
They're literate, but they don't spell any words that matter.
Yeah, so I guess we shouldn't go to Smolten?
Yeah, I think we should go anywhere but
Yeah,
that.
it's not
Like,
And
clear.
the camera zooms in on the postcard
Yeah.
and zooms out, and you guys are standing in the picture where the postcard it was taken.
Oh,
How
God.
did this happen?
But it's like
It's what Patrick would have wanted, guys.
You're right. It is what he would have wanted.
Whoa!
it's like a very different town than the one that you remember from the postcard.
This isn't like the postcard at all.
It's like
Except for this exact background that we're standing on.
but it's like a post-apocalyptic
Like zoom out and everything
postcard.
else besides the picture is like on fire,
Yeah.
covered in blood and guts, and there's like zombies like.
There aren't any like moving zombies. In fact, there's not any movement at all that you can see. But it does look as if there's been attempts made to fortify the town. Like sometime during this long afternoon you guys took, like shit went down fast, and so it looks almost there's like rebar sticking out from broken concrete that's been ripped off buildings to be put in the road as like roadblocks, and the
Whoa.
buildings have been like boarded up and.
Do we see?
And I'm filming it all.
Nice.
From multiple angles, picking up different cell phones as you go.
That's actually a pretty good power to have.
What's the range on this?
That's first of all, that's stolen directly from one of the shitty superhero movies that came out recently. But
Where they pick up a bunch of different cell phones?
yeah, it's that one where the guy like gets psychic powers.
Push?
And maybe who
No.
cares? But anyway, you are doing that, and you can hold like as many cell phones as you could hold. Not in like how many hands you have, but like how much weight of cell phones you were able to pick up.
Like the meme, like I can't even hold all these cell phones.
Well, exactly like that, but with none of those problems, if you can hold the multiple ones. Now that you tested this with cell phones, you've just been picking stuff up, and you found that like you got a hard stop at like the heaviest thing you could lift.
Okay, so like a cell phone.
One cell phone. I mean, you're getting good angles as you go into this town, and it's just getting towards dark, and the crickets are chirping, and the mosquitoes are whining in your ears. But that same whine and buzz is replaced by a whining, buzzing music.
Do you guys think mosquitoes can transmit this zombie disease? Because I feel like mosquitoes eat blood, and then like they might.
Don't
transmit-
think about it too hard, otherwise it might be true.
David,
Oh.
roll a d20.
I got an 8,
All right, now roll me the same.
but divided by 4.
Yes.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Divided like 4 divided by 4 is 1.
Yes, that is exactly the math I needed to hear. Because you, as soon as I find my place where I wrote down this thing, you will.
I offended the mosquito gods.
Yes.
And they turned against me.
You grow a hideous proboscis.
I have a sudden.
Preposterous proboscis.
I have a sudden desire to lay eggs inside of everything.
Yes, you don't grow a proboscis from your face. But now that I've found my my chart,
Where else do I grow a proboscis?
you see the same kind of like the calcium deposits sort of thing that are growing out of Atmo's head are kind of collecting now on your wrists.
Oh god.
But it comes out as like a flowing blood drop that then like hardens.
Guys, I'm Spider-Man, I think.
And but it starts to grow and grow until you almost have like a spike of bone, of like weirdly crimson bone. coming out
JK,
of your
I'm
wrist.
Wolverine.
But
But
not-
like terrifying.
but it's not like huge and it's not like that sharp. It's mostly just like you got like a weird lump. The bottom of your
I
wrist.
hold my hand in the Kamehameha fashion in hopes of ejecting some sort of projectile.
Roll me a Constitution.
A con.
All of your organs eject.
10.
from your-
Yeah.
It grows like a little bit, like a noticeable amount, but like it's like pushing out like a really hard shit.
And does it hurt just immensely?
Oh, it's very painful.
Ah! Guys, I'm like Wolverine because, every time he puts his claws out, I bet it hurts real bad, but he still does it because he's a superhero and he has to do what's right. God, I love Wolverine.
That looks like a really super bad hernia or something.
I
Like,
bet I could stab a person's eyes if they were very close to my wrist.
As your scream of pain like echoes throughout these buildings you guys are walking towards, because there's not really been any motion, you haven't noticed anybody around, it looks almost deserted. The like echoes around the dark alleys, and then all of a sudden there's the sound of running footbeats, and all of a sudden the buzzing music grows louder, and all of a sudden there's a horde of people charging all around you, and the shapes rush to the ground, and you bonk your head real hard, and all there was black.
All of us bonk our head, or just David?
Each of you bonk your heads in unison.
Wow,
Can I
we're
roll?
all very clumsy.
No.
all right.
You're being accelerated.
If
in
one
plot.
of us wouldn't have bonked, then we would have been bonked by somebody else.
Yeah.
Fine. Fair enough.
Say la vie.
Let's assume a bonking occurred.
Fine.
And as you swim back to consciousness, you see there's a little bit of light coming out now. It seems like it must be early morning, and the feeble rays hurt your eyes, but you can see that there's some type of water moving beyond the doorway. It's casting little rippling rainbows upon the far wall of the dark little closet you seem to find yourselves in.
Okay.
Hey guys, you awake?
yeah. What's Iceberg? Is that you?
I think so.
Atmo, you here too, buddy?
Yeah,
All right. Well, as long as I got the two of you by my side, then I feel
we
fine.
got this, buddy.
That's really nice to say.
We're all in the closet.
And you hear like
Nice.
a low chanting begin outside in some foreign tongue that hasn't been heard since the world first birthed.
How would we know?
But it sounds like it might be Swedish,
This
but you
sounds
don't
like,
know.
Sounds like a brand new language, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Did you just,
never
like,
been
give us-
heard
Can
ever
you just
before.
like give us a taste?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I'm sure I'll lay down some type of crazy chant that I found on the internet
Just
below
Never
this.
heard before.
the slowed down Swedish chef clip.
Yeah, it is immensely slow until it's terrifying. But no, you hear this chanting, and it starts to rise in fervor, and then you, as you crawl toward the entrance, you can see that outside is a green pathway, but not green like grass, like too green, and you see that weirdly it's like a astroturf almost, but like not big, like actual blades of grass.
Guys, we're in the Metrodome.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, they tore down that Metrodome. What's the new stadium called?
The U.S. Bank Stadium.
Stadium.
Guys, we're in the U.S. Bank Stadium, which
Sponsored by U.S. Bank
I
Stadium.
personally think is
Did
a
the
terrible
U.S.
name.
Did U.S. Bank do this to us?
All right,
Canadian
now we're gonna
Islamic
lose our
Broncos?
U.S. Bank sponsorship, Dan.
Oh, sorry.
No, well, actually, you recognize it. You have seen this type of material.
Is this a mini
before.
golf course?
This is a mini golf course.
Oh, God.
yes!
Pirates abound in design as you see the different holes between masts of tiny wooden pirate ships or spinning yard arms.
Guys, I'm gonna be really good at mini golf.
Yeah. And you can see that there's like 3 of those little mini golf clubs arrayed next to you, but they're spattered in blood and brains, and you can hear the chanting and see figures moving atop a like makeshift wall that's been placed all around this mini golf course. And their chanting only grows in bloodlusty fervor.
It's a blood sport made of mini golf.
It might be.
Guys, are we like? I feel like we're gonna be sacrifices. Does anybody else get that feeling?
I feel like nobody's getting sacrificed today, Iceberg. Because we're going to make it out of this. Just like Patrick made it out of this world.
Oh,
Wait, I don't want to make it out like that.
That's smart.
Before whatever this
we will
is.
henceforth call this the incident.
The incident.
So that when one of us tells the story,
No, the boinking.
yes, the great boinking of 2016.
Well, I always remember history is in two parts:
the day.
the before and after. the
Pre-boink
boinking.
and post-boink.
I want to brag to the podcasters that I can do a pull-up. So, by the definition of your rules, I should be able to lift myself up with my mind powers.
Yeah, but
Oh, nice.
you're able to do so, but for as long as you can hold a pull up.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. So I'm gonna go up and get a vantage point and see what's going on over these
When
fences.
was the last time you did the president's fitness exam to see how long you could do a 90
Okay, but I
degree
go to
hang?
the gym and occasionally I'll do a pull-up. So like, I can probably.
All right, roll me your strength.
Oh, that's a 2 minus 1. It's a 1.
Oh, no.
So, you actually, you meant to like pull yourself up, but it's a very strange way to like focus your energy because it's like you're trying to hold onto all of yourself with your mind and then also like move your point of reference up.
You poop through your mouth.
But you get a little turned on by
When
just
you-
caressing your entire body.
What actually happens is you pull yourself forward, which is a motion your body is much more used to doing, but you're like hovering across the ground and like accelerating down the like twisting path of the golf course.
And you go
into its-
right through the windmill.
Oh man, I can ski. I can get it just enough off the ground to have like no friction, and then just kind of old person shuffle along.
All right, roll me a dexterity to try and like try psychically ski.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
You immediately eat shit, which actually ends up being pretty helpful because a chained zombie like lurches out of a nearby pirate cave, and it's actually dressed like in garb appropriate. You're not sure if they like dressed the zombie specifically for the blood sport or if it was just like somebody who worked there who then turned into a zombie. But they are wearing an employee name tag, and it says Tom.
Do you know him? Is this a real guy?
Yeah, I fucking hate Tom, so you guys better fuck him up.
So,
And,
like, and we're just inside of a mini golf
Is this hole
structure, right?
Is this hole 1?
Yes.
What's par?
Bars 2.
Par's 2, boys. And I grab the. Is there a mini golf putt?
Yeah, I told you this.
I'm gonna go putt Tom in the putter.
All right, punt me some Tom.
Putt you some Tom.
I'll grab one too and join in.
All right, for the eagle or whatever golf term. Do I get any bonuses to strength because I'm super strong now?
Yes, you give it just a stable +2 to strength.
Whoa, then it's an 18.
You smash Tom's skull in, that fucking bastard.
I got a 21.
Tom,
and
Tom, my man.
he slumps to the rest of him slumps to the ground, and then it continues to writhe a bit, but then falls still, and you're able to pick up Atmo and.
All right, who's keeping
Dust it
score,
off.
buddies?
Oh, that's a hole in 1, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there's
Keep
a
up.
hole in one
Of him.
zombie. Yeah.
nice.
All right, we can all agree that we're doing a good job with these jokes, guys.
Yeah. We're getting places.
And you can see that hole number 2 is the Kraken hole.
Are we actually gonna do 9 holes in this?
Of zombies? Zombie golf?
Then you montage through 8 more
like,
holes of golf.
But so we're outside, right? This is outside?
Yeah,
Can we see where these people are chanting?
you can, but like they're.
Can they see us, more importantly?
The day is growing brighter, but they're like still chanting on the side. They can clearly they built this wall specifically. I mean, for watching this blood sport, David.
Oh, God, I see. So they...
I want it to be known that I grab every available golf ball and start spinning them around me like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and have a whole like shield of available little golf balls. To,
Like
fire at
turtle
them.
shells in Mario Kart?
Yeah. Okay. You have like a cloud of them flying around you, and you guys proceed through. and you guys are clubbing them down, and you're shooting some golf balls, and then you get to the end, the final hole.
I want to take.
What's
can
the
I,
score?
Yeah, who's winning?
Everybody roll me whatever you want to roll to
I
be
assume
killing zombies.
Alex is winning because he's got.
I mean, golf balls aren't particularly damaging.
I rolled a 3, so
9.
I rolled a 5. But low score. No, it's golf. Low score
golf,
wins.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
you're right.
It's general
No,
skill at what occurred.
no.
So you,
Patrick, no, it's the rules. It's the rules of
It's how the
golf.
sport goes.
all right.
Sorry, veto.
Now that the populace has decided, the score is somehow 3 to 5 to 9. You guys skipped a few
Oh.
holes.
Yeah, Atmo.
The whole mermaid themed
Well, no,
one. didn't
Atmo
look
used his psychic powers to get multiple holes at once.
Yeah, there you go.
So he-
To just
Yeah,
penetrate zombie brains.
It
at
was a
30 yards.
4-1.
But actually, what you were able to do, because they can only go as fast as you could throw them, so you throw them at the zombies, and then they just all like popped into their mouths, and then they like choked on them, and
Play baseball, you could hurt someone pretty bad with a golf ball chucked to their head.
yeah, but you make their head explode.
If you hit them in the temple.
They're
Or-
also
Isn't that like a magical weak point to the human skull? Like
Can I not throw more than one at once?
you could throw, the thing is basically it's like having a bunch of invisible arms.
Sounds great.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna go throw some golf balls at some people,
Yeah, you do some
and we're
science.
gonna come back and let us know. Break.
Turns out you can't kill people with golf balls, but
No, that one guy looked.
Yeah, he was pretty dead.
He was,
Steven
like, on the
definitely
edge
lost
of his
part of
life.
his memory.
a vision at least. But still, you guys managed to make it through, and as you're sweatily making your way towards the last hole, you round this last outcropping of rocks with a fake little river and fake parrots chirping in the breeze, and
Animatronic parrots.
animatronic parrots.
Chuck E. Cheese parrots.
Yes, they're singing a little pirate shanty.
Are they singing a nice little song for us
No, it's actually like a really creepy pirate shanty.
that was never heard since the Earth was birthed?
Since the earth was birthed. And there's a ceremony taking place, and the chanting returns. As you can see, there's a group of what look to be people in robes, but they didn't look like they got enough robes, like standard issue. So some people are wearing like raincoats the same color. It's all like a dark maroon to burgundy. And,
Blood colored?
one guy's wearing a Snuggie, but he's got a hoodie underneath, so it's kind of working. But yeah, they all look very evil intent as they worship what you think was probably at one point like a pirate figurehead in the middle of a little lake that the final hole circles around. But
Does
it's
the mouth open periodically for the hole to open?
Nah, that would be way too expensive. This is just like a carved wooden one.
Okay.
But it's been like draped in cables of some kind and like lake seaweed and like thrown with strange paints and blood and hacked at until it resembles something else, something otherworldly, and all of these different people are bowing towards it and smacking their heads in the ground. You can see that there's like a blood mark where they've hit repeatedly.
Oh my god.
As these cultists worship this strange idol, and a figure turns to you, and you can see that it's just a person. It's like a what you imagine.
Oh, you're just a guy. Perfect. Hey, guy, what's going on?
Welcome to the cult of Azurul.
First of all, thank you. Second, refreshments anywhere? You guys like? Do you guys like?
Drink
I know,
up the blood wine.
Wha-
And he holds forth a goblet. You have proven yourselves worthy by slaying the unslain, and you may join us as we rip asunder the barrier between this mortal realm.
What are the benefits?
I think
sounds.
that-
It sounds
and
a little.
bring forth 1,000 years of
Yeah,
feasting upon bones and
Yeah.
viscera.
Guys, this sounds a little culty.
Yeah,
I
don't
think they're trying to save the wetlands or something, guys.
Oh man,
and
environmentalists.
all the egrets will have a very nice nesting spot.
No.
In hell! And if you would only but sign our blood petition, we would be able to enact real change in this local
For
community.
just pennies a day.
You know, I got a lot of stuff going on, guy. I'm supposed to be a place.
Oh,
thanks for
I'm
the offer.
sure,
Could
you-
you like? We'll pass if that's
Yeah, I think
fine.
I gave to you through work. I think a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a corporate program. This kid's
I'm
doing the
supposed to-
same guy I always do.
I'm supposed to get home, actually. I got a meeting I'm
Yeah,
supposed to...
I'm very like our friend just died.
Yeah.
We're all
Drink up the
very-
blood wine.
You
or
drink it
you-
first, you weirdo.
Just like Gatorade. Just throws it back.
Just dripping down his side. Pours the rest on his face.
Like the ridiculous old Gatorade commercials where they're sweating Gatorade and then like pouring it on their head. Has anyone ever poured Gatorade on their head other than
no,
coaches?
so gross.
Ah man, you get all sticky. But this guy's very sticky as he takes a like Kool-Aid man pitcher, like one of the ones with his face on it, but like full of like thick viscous fluid, and pours like another goblet full and offers it and it gives it to you and says, "Drink or die."
Oh no!
I don't
what's
know.
in the
You
blood
look
wine?
like you like I don't want to be an ungrateful guest, but like you look like you really need it. Like the way you were drinking it just then, like you have it in the glass.
Yeah, we don't
there.
want to like take your blood
Yeah,
wine out
like,
of your
we can
mouth,
we
man.
can get our own. Like it's like a fridge in back. We can go get our own.
The
stuff from.
Chamber of Smorton Commerce commands you.
Oh, so you like run the town?
I am a part of a committee that often decides traffic violation code and whatnot. Also in charge of blood wine.
I grab it. Okay, guys, I got it. And I turn my head to him and I start to pour it and I have it fall down and then use my powers to have it direct just past my mouth and fall down the side of my neck.
All right,
Nice.
roll me some water dripping powers.
That's wisdom. 18!
Oh,
18.
nice.
All right, so it flows down, and it doesn't even look like you're peeing yourself. It goes all the way down to your
Well,
ankle.
I mean,
and
he
your-
spilled a lot of blood wine on himself.
Well, and like we're all covered in
Yeah, we're
blood.
pretty-
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
Well, I mean, actually, you guys made it through all right. You were so under par. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of breezed through the course.
We're like, what? Atmo, why are you drinking that blood wine? I can't imagine that this is good.
Oh, it's fine. Like,
Oh, but I bet it makes you feel really different.
I'm Minnesotan and I just feel like you can't turn down
Oh,
hospitality.
that's true. We're being rude.
And as you can
What would
see,
Mom say?
as the blood wine burns its way down the side of your face, because you can actually feel it sizzling, you can see that the pool around this dark idol is thrashing with motion, almost as if serpentine bodies moved inside its depths as the chanting grows in volume, and the cultists become ever more frenzied.
I pee in the pool.
Such deliberation beforehand.
All right, he's distracted by Atmos, so I'm just gonna give you a straight con to see how much you pee in the pool.
Oh boy.
An unholy amount.
18.
18. So you have been hydrating this entire time,
Yeah.
and frankly, you just haven't gone since you woke up this morning, so
Naturally.
you really had to go. And I won't say that it's particularly clear. You might want to get a little more Gatorade or
Yeah.
blood wine into your daily
Well,
routine.
I don't think blood wine will make it more clear.
Well,
It
you
doesn't
know,
sound particularly hydrating.
you haven't tried it, all right?
True.
The
It's,
electrolytes are ridiculous.
it's crazy diuretic. You gotta poop
Whoa.
immediately after some blood wine. Anyway, you pee much more classily into the pool, and as your stream arcs down upon the waters, it's almost as if they're thrown back, and it bounces and forms a pentagram.
Okay, yep.
It like continues to bounce along the surface of the water,
Wowee.
and
Whoa, sorry,
it, all of a sudden
guys.
it bursts into flame, and the shapes start to push through, and you can see molted flesh beneath the surface of the water.
Dude, you
Oh.
shouldn't have been drinking all that Patrick liquor. It's
No,
really
man.
flammable.
Oh, jeez.
Coming out. Wait, do you think if you pee enough, Patrick will form out of this pool?
Pee more!
We gotta
Okay.
bring Patrick back,
I don't know, man.
Pee him back to
do I have
life.
any more of the Jamie bottle?
You do. They didn't take it from you. Well, you don't know why. But there's like a little bit. It's mostly ash in the bottom, but like there's definitely enough for a good
All
slog.
right, guys.
Back in.
Anything to get Patrick back here. All right, here we go. And I drink the rest, and I try to pee what I can. I try to just like as it goes, I try to like wring it out of my body.
Use your newfound zombie strength
Just
Yeah,
like, I just
oh.
like kind of like choke
to
my gullet.
constrict
and
your
then,
bladder like
yeah.
never before.
All right, roll me strength.
This is oddly
Yeah.
erotic.
Anyway, strength or con?
It's
Strength.
oddly erotic asphyxiation as he pulls his
Natural
neck.
1. Oh no! I throw up.
you empty your stomach into the water, and as you do, the surface calms, and the blackness of the soot just goes over all the water.
Oh, so
and
natural.
it's spreading out in a dark and inky cloud, and you guys can almost feel the ginger on the wind. And that's the name of my autobiography that I want you guys to write. So
Wouldn't have been out
a
of that.
biography.
Ghost written.
My autoerotic biography. And this beast that they must have been bringing through the thin veil of this world is fought back by some unknown powerful guy who's probably super cool.
I can feel him. I can feel him fighting back the evil, guys.
Yeah. He came back from Valhalla to fight in a swimming pool.
Yeah. I bet he's kind of drunk.
And the cultists all look at you, and you can see that some of them are alive and some of them are dead.
And some of them are red-headed.
And some of them, none of them are redheaded.
No!
They're all blondes, and you can see that one of them you didn't notice before, dripping in a cloak of purest white, is a man that's dead, dressed in a captain's outfit.
No!
And he raises his one-handed stump to Dan, and the
And
other.
I raise his other hand. Oh!
Well, this is awkward.
And that is the end of the episode of us playing zombies.
Run!
We'll call it Just Zombies. And if you'd like to hear more Just Zombies, let us know. I think this would probably be a one-off. That's maybe enough of us being us. But I was glad that I got to see what you guys would do if I died during a Cthulhu-themed zombie apocalypse.
We definitely would have ingested you in some way.
Yeah.
I certainly would have.
Dan, I feel like we're closer now in a way that I'm not entirely comfortable
It's
with.
almost like you've been to his cabin now.
Yeah.
You don't need to go.
I don't
Yeah.
need to go now. Thanks,
You're not,
Patrick.
frankly, you're not allowed. I don't want you drinking me while we're there.
Just
Or
don't
trying
go
to
dying
murder
on
his
me.
neighbors.
One of the two. But that is it for us this week, and we will see you next week with another interlude episode that will probably
Be recording this week.
We'll be recording this week, and will probably be a strange and weird adventure into the realm of ? I haven't figured it out yet. See you soon. RP Gentlemen, sign out.